Let's talk about something that can literally stop your business dead in its tracks, a blocked GST e-way bill. Today, we're going to break down exactly why this happens and, way more importantly, give you the step-by-step playbook to get unblocked and get your business moving again. So picture this. Your shipment is all packed, the truck is idling, you go to generate that e-way bill, and bam, you're blocked. It is a complete logistical nightmare, right? But hey, don't panic. We are about to walk you through the exact blueprint for getting this sorted out. Okay, so before we can even talk about the fix, we've got to understand the cause. Let's start with the most fundamental question. Why on earth does the system block you in the first place? So what does blocking actually mean here? Well, it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Your GST identification number, your GSTIN, is literally barred from creating new e-way bills. And that means nobody, not you, not your customer, not even the transport company, can generate a bill using your GSTIN. Your goods are, for all intents and purposes, grounded. You might think the reason for getting blocked is complicated, but it's surprisingly simple. The whole thing is automated, and it all comes down to a really clear 2 strikes and you're out rule. If you fail to file your GSTR3B or your CMP08 return for one tax period, well, that's strike 1. Miss the very next one, back to back, that's strike 2, and the system just automatically blocks you. It's not personal, it's just code. All right, so you're blocked, you understand why it happened. Now for the most important part, the solution. The good news is you've got 2 very clear paths you can take to get your e-way bill facility back up and running. And here are your 2 options side by side. On the one hand, you've got the automatic fix. This is the simple path, the easy way out. Just file your overdue returns. The moment you're no longer defaulting for 2 straight periods, the system sees it and boom, unblocks you automatically. On the other hand, you have the manual request. Think of this as the path for exceptional situations, like when you just can't file right away. This involves an online application and crucially needs an officer's approval. So, what if filing your returns immediately just isn't in the cards for you? That's exactly where this manual path comes in. Let's break down how to navigate that official application process, one step at a time. Now, I know this process might look a little bureaucratic, but it really just boils down to these 4 stages. First, you submit your application. That's Form GST EWB-05, along with all your reasons and documents. Next, the tax officer is going to issue a notice for a personal hearing. Your job then is to file a reply online to that notice. And finally, the officer makes their call and issues an order, which is either an acceptance or a rejection. So you're probably wondering, what are some good reasons to give? Well, they can be anything from very real business challenges like cash flow issues to frustrating technical glitches you ran into while filing. It could even be because of complications from some ongoing tax litigation. The real key here isn't just having a reason, it's being able to provide the documents to back it up. And as you're going through this process, your application status is going to change. This table right here basically decodes the official lingo for you. Pending just means you're in the waiting game. Personal hearing notice issued means the ball is in your court to respond. And then you get the final decisions, order of acceptance or order of rejection. Think of it as your progress tracker. Now, this next part is absolutely crucial. If you get unblocked manually, you are not out of the woods, not by a long shot. This is a huge warning about the temporary nature of this kind of fix. See, when an officer approves your manual request, they grant you what's called a validity period. It might be for 15 days, 30 days, maybe even 60. The most important thing to get here is that this is not a permanent solution. It's a temporary window of opportunity, a chance for you to get your compliance sorted out for good. And this timeline shows you exactly how that plays out. Let's say you get a 30-day period. On day 1, you're unblocked. It's fantastic. But that clock is ticking. Around day 23, you'll get an automated reminder. And if on day 30, your returns are still pending, you are automatically reblocked. The window has officially closed, and you're right back where you started. So that brings up a really obvious and important question, doesn't it? When this validity period is about to end, are you just going to get cut off without any warning? And the answer, thankfully, is a clear yes. The system is actually designed to give you a heads up. You'll get an automated SMS and an email reminder 7 days before your temporary unblocking period runs out. It's basically your final nudge to get those returns filed. When you boil it all down, the blocking, the unblocking, the reblocking, the entire system, it all comes back to this one number, 2. 2 consecutive missed returns, that's what triggers the initial block. And defaulting for 2 periods when your temporary fix expires, that triggers the reblock. Just remember that number. 2 is the magic number you have to avoid. So, we've walked through the problem, the solutions, and all the warnings. Now, let's just bring it all home and talk about the single most important key to managing this entire system for good. Honestly, it really is this simple. The root cause of every single e-waybill blocking issue is just not filing your returns. The whole complicated dance of applications, hearings, and validity periods, it all stems from this one fundamental compliance issue. So, the path to permanent compliance, to peace of mind, is incredibly straightforward. File your returns on time every single time. This isn't just about dodging penalties. It's about making sure your business operations can flow smoothly without any of these disruptions. It's about taking control so you never have to deal with this problem in the first place. And that really brings us to the final thought here. You now have the complete blueprint for dealing with a blocked e-waybill. So the real question you got to ask yourself is this: is your business strategy built to be proactive, to prevent these problems from ever happening? Or is it just reactive, designed to fix things after they've already brought your business to a grinding halt? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us.